It's a UFC lightweight division bout. All right, so here he is, DC, the one, the only Tony Ferguson, the former UFC interim lightweight champion, and the man who was the first to accrue a double-digit winning streak in the division, 155 pounds, that most people believe is the best and deepest in the UFC.
It has long been the deepest division in the UFC, and Tony Ferguson has maneuvered his way through that and had eventually captured the interim lightweight championship. One of the most diverse strikers that you've ever seen. I mean, the elbow he hit against Josh Thompson to split him open was unbelievable. And couple that with the college wrestling background, and every time you step into the octagon with Ferguson, you know you're going to have your hands full. From him walking to the octagon dancing, to getting in there and being so free-flowing, Tony Ferguson is one of the best fighters on the UFC roster.
He really thrives under the bright lights. He is a finisher of the highest order. His training habits are truly the stuff of legend. Eddie Bravo talks about this guy training for 6 hours straight. Probably ill-advised for most fighters, but El Cucuy can do it.
He can do it.
All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next when the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So
he does not
in
have
this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas.
Ready? You ready to fight?
All right, so here we are back in London, England, as the UFC continues to make its presence felt here in the UK, and capacity crowd on hand as usual here tonight.
When the UFC expanded, when the UFC started going all around the world and becoming a global sport, London was a target area. England was a target country because you understood how much the fans care about sport. You watch it in the football games. You watch it, hear that? Football. You watch it in the way that they show up. The UFC approached this place. The UFC targeted England. We went there, and every time the fans showed up.
And they separate.
Straight punch lands.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Ferguson gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally. All right, so a nice straight punch there after he caught the leg. He decides to punch out as opposed to going for any takedown. Nice connection there by Tony Ferguson. You're probably glad you never had to prepare for a fighter like this in your day.
I've never seen anything like that, and I'm not sure there's anyone like that going up in the weights. Tony Ferguson does not give you any idea of what you're facing. When you're in there, you're confused. He doesn't give you any type of pattern inside the octagon. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here and there. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get grounded, pounded to the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is the opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations. He's going to guillotine. Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, we're getting a finish. finish here. Oh, how about this as he jumps to side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see.
With the takedowns, he cannot stop you, okay? So
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Ferguson gets touched by that leg kick attempt. Connects with a right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. And they separate. Sharp body shot is there for Ferguson. Ferguson gets the tie clinch here. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off. Great punch.
Combination for Ferguson is good. Timely defense there.
Oh, that
Huge
was
block
nice,
for
John.
him.
That was nice. What a takedown attempt. That right hand hurt him a little bit.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, side control now. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
He's having his way with him here. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, that's a good right hand. All right, north-south position now.
Oh, man, notice how he's walking him over to try to get a windshield choke. He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round.
excellent. Good with those kicks. Everything is working.
All right, here we go. Next round is underway. We saw one submission attempt in the previous round. He wasn't able to finish the job.
But he got to the position. You know that he's always looking for submission. Maybe the next time he'll get it in tight enough to find the finish. Nice.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Ferguson gets tattooed by that straight punch. Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss. Oh, look a shot right on the button.
Shot, that is the most debilitating shot in all of fighting. It is very difficult to recover from that. There's no give on that leg kick.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Oh! Huge strike lands there. His opponent stayed up.
I mean, he still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Oh, big left hook there. Double leg is good. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 3. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
Big explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that armbar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it there.
Yes.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Ferguson's has got full mount now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Ferguson's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell.
You gotta stop right. You need to refocus. If he takes you down, you got it.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he going to do to follow up?
His head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Try to establish that jab.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. El Cucuy gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet. Lands with the right hand. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Real quick leg kick.
Missed with that attempt. Ooh, big knee. Oh, what a shot to the body. He told us he was going to achieve it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. It does not get much better than that.
Ferguson's strike attempt there is blocked. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Continuing to grapple, now going for a leg.
Oh, wow, oh!
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. Wow.
Down into his mount.
Under a minute to go. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of it.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool.
Round, you're losing. You listening to me? You're losing, man. You got to go out there and use a strike.
You ready to fight? Ready.
5th and final round.
Nice, okay.
Ferguson's lower jaw is extremely swollen now. Looking to land the right just out of range.
Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, beautiful jab there, man. It's like you know what's coming, can't stop it.
I mean, you have to anticipate that jab coming or he will batter and bruise you with that single strike. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab. Over and over, he's landing this big body.
All right, he gets the, all right, so a high-amplitude double-leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance. Looking for a guillotine.
Watch guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got the side mount. And now all of a sudden his opponent's in trouble. May want to bail on that guillotine sooner rather than later.
He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able